Hey everyone, my name is Ultim and I want to talk to you about Pokemon moves. We are currently 8 generations in and Pokemon has a total of 843 moves, including C moves, G-Max moves, Shadow moves and moves that belong to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games solely. Yeah, I didn't know Shadow moves existed either. So I've analyzed all 843 moves for this video and man, this would have been way easier 10 years ago. So yeah, everyone knows awesome moves like Draco Meteor, Hyper Beam and Earthquake, but I'm here today to tell you about the opposite of those moves. The other side of the spectrum. Moves so ridiculously stupid and bad, I'm wondering if the creator of these were extremely drunk when they come up with them, or they just wanted to troll the entire Pokemon community. This list is based on my personal research and opinion. If you disagree or know moves better suited for this top 10, please leave a comment. This is my very first video like this, so every kind of feedback is appreciated. Anyway, here's my top 10 worst Pokemon moves. Enjoy! Number 10. Bestow. Bestow is an odd one. This move allows you to transfer your hold item to the other Pokemon. There are only 11 Pokemon that can learn it by level up and another 11 by breeding. But I actually found some use for it, like when you are holding the sticky barb. That item deals 1/8 of your HP to the holder of the sticky barb. It does have a catch though. When the holder of the sticky barb is hit by a physical move, the sticky barb transfers. So Bestow isn't really needed. You can just attack, or let the opponent attack actually. You can also use Bestow to transfer something like the Macho Brace, which halves the holder's speed, but then you can also just attack, because the advantage you would get for being faster after the use of Bestow nullifies because you wasted a move which you could have used to attack. So yeah, because the only Pokemon that can learn this move are like really weak, and you can't really gain anything with it, it's in the list as number 10. Number 9. Memento. This move is just the worst. Your own Pokemon dies while the move lowers the attack and special attack of your opponents by 2 stages, not even all the way down, just 2 stages. And the only way this move is possibly useful is if your opponent has one Pokemon left and you have multiple. In that situation, victory is likely yours already, but otherwise the opponent can just switch their Pokemon and you have lost a Pokemon of your own for nothing. Another situation I came up with is when you have really low HP, but then you can just attack as well. Also, the only Pokemon that can learn Memento are like really good ones like Latios and Chandelure, which can surely defeat one Pokemon on their own. So this move is so stupid, it isn't even useful in double battles, as it lowers your second Pokemon's attack and special attack as well. Completely useless move. Moving on to number 8. Number 8, Rototiller. Rototiller is a ground type move which raises the special attack and attack of a grass Pokemon. Not even all grass Pokemon, grounded grass Pokemon. So it doesn't apply to Pokemon like Tropius, which flies in the air. Apart from the fact that it's a ground type move that helps grass Pokemon, there are only 3 grass Pokemon or their evolutions that can learn this move. What's even worse is that 2 out of the 3 can only learn it if you breed them. They don't learn it by level up. One of the 2 breed Pokemon is Paris. that, that, that it's just Paris, man, for crying out loud. No one is using that. It's a totally useless and weak Pokemon. There's only one grass Pokemon that can learn Rototiller by level up, and that's Tapu Bulu. A Pokemon that's only in Generation 7 and that you can only get after you become the champion. Man, how useless. Number 7. Fairy Lock. The only Pokemon that can learn this move is Klefki. It prevents the enemy Pokemon from fleeing for 1 turn. Only 1 turn. If this move prevented the enemy Pokemon from fleeing for the whole battle, this could be really useful. Now it's just not worth it. Actually, it said fleeing, not switching, so this sucks even more than I thought. Number 6. Heal Pulse. This move has to be a troll, right? It sounds like it heals you, but when you use it, it only heals your opponent. I know there must be trainers watching this who use this move fully confident they were gonna get themselves healed up, only to be really shocked and disappointed that it healed their opponent's Pokemon. I was one of those trainers at least. The only situation I can actually think of where this move is useful is for catching a Pokemon that you poisoned or burned by accident. Or if you want to set up but he keeps spamming like takedown, then yeah, he dies because of that. Otherwise it's completely useless. Number 5, teleport. Abra's signature move. I remember when I wanted a good psychic Pokemon in Gen 1, I would search for ages for an Abra, only to have it teleported after it escaped the ball. You couldn't even damage it, cause it would be gone already. It depended purely on RNG, and even after catching it, you had to switch train it for like 6 more levels before it evolved and learned a really useful move. If this move would be any more realistic, my Pokemon could never get healed because the Pokemon Center would be flooded with Abras. Escaping a wild Pokemon or fast forwarding to the Pokemon Center are sadly the only useful things Teleport has to offer. Even if you have multiple Pokemon, using the move Teleport doesn't switch in another Pokemon, it just fails, which makes it quite fitting on this sad list. Number 4, Celebrate. Here's a disclaimer, I love this move. I think it's really nice of the creators to put it in, and shows that they actually really care about their fans. But as a competitive move, Celebrate is pretty much like Splash. So what does it do? I personally never heard of it before. I researched the move for the purpose of this video. Celebrate is a move that does nothing except for when it's your birthday. So yeah, although I love the fact that they made a move to celebrate your birthday, the fact that it does nothing in battle made Celebrate number 4 on this list. Number 3, Splash. This is a move everyone who has ever encountered a Magikarp knows. As a kid, I was convinced Splash might have some secret behind it, like it only does damage in a special area, or when you are like on the water or something like that. Turns out this move is just utter garbage. The move literally does nothing. Someone must have really hated Magikarp at the Pokemon Company. Everyone of you watching must have thought this was number 1 on the list, but there are actually worse moves out there, so brace yourselves. Number 2, Happy Hour. Happy Hour is an Happy Hour is an event exclusive move that doubles the prize money you get after a trainer battle. It's like the Amulet coin, but as a move. There are 10 Pokemon who can learn this move, but they aren't available anymore. So it doesn't do damage, you can't get it anymore. This is obviously a move that suits Pokemon in the last years. They just keep squeezing money out of the pockets of poor trainers. It's like a milder version of EA, notorious for its money making in FIFA. Although I hate the fact that it, in my eyes, symbolizes greed and has nothing to do with Ash Ketchum's values like friendship and love, it is rewarding to use this move, kinda. The fact that it's useless and you can't get it anymore makes it number 2 on the list regardless. And before we get to number 1, I would like to tell you 2 honorable mentions, which would have made a list for sure, but I chose to exclude them. In the original Mystery Dungeon games, there were 2 moves that you could only get while using a cheating device. They're called Excavate and Wide Slash. They're kind of the beta versions of Rock Smash and Cut, and there isn't a single Pokemon that can learn them. Since you actually never could obtain the moves in a fair way, and the creators obviously didn't mean to put them in the code in the first place, or in the game, I chose to include them on this list. So yeah, just treat this as a cool bonus fact about Pokemon that you probably didn't know. So now we go to number 1, Holding Hands. This move makes the user and its ally Pokemon very happy. Yeah, that's it. So the only purpose this move serves is as a booster for Pokemon that evolve through happiness like Togetic. In battle, it's completely useless. What makes it even more useless is that you can only use it in double or triple battles. What makes it even more useless is the fact that only 4 Pokemon ever learn this move. Well, learn isn't the right thing to say, as the only Pokemon that can get this move are event Pokemon. Event Pokemon that you can't get anymore. I understand this was a nice thought, like everyone in the events holding hands in Unity or something like that. But you can't get it anymore, it's just a completely useless move. That's why it's number 1 on the list. So that concludes my top 10 worst Pokemon moves. If you like this video, please subscribe as I plan to do more Pokemon content like this, and in general, stay awesome